कदम आगे फिर 2 कदम पीछे।
हेल्थ और टेस्ट की लड़ाई में अब आप रहिए 2 कदम आगे विद फिलिप्स एयर फ्रायर। इसकी ट्विन टर्बो स्टार टेक्नोलॉजी cooks with up to 90% less fat. There's always a way to make life better. Innovation and you. Philips.
Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. We'll wait for a couple of minutes to actually start what we're doing. First of all, I would like to know that all of you are doing okay with everything that's going crazy around the world. I just hope that everybody who's watching this video, your friends and family are safe and you all are doing really good. I'm doing good too, thank you for asking. So my name is Geetu Mohanani. I am based out of Bangalore, and while World on a Plate does a lot of cooking, I am not the one who's doing cooking, honestly, because I am a barista by profession. Now in India specifically, a lot of people have come and asked me, what do you mean you're a barista? Isn't that a company? It is. Barista is a company, but also the people who make coffee in their day-to-day lives are called baristas. So I am based in Bangalore and I run my company called AVC by Geetu, and I help setting up coffee shops. So basically I'm a cafe consultant. I do menu designing and recipes and curation of coffee events, and this is one of them. So I hope you enjoy today's session. Now today's session is very, very important for me because I worked a little bit with World on a Plate even last year while we had the liberty to do everything offline. And we did a 1-hour curating coffee menu session in Bangalore. And this time when it went digital, and for a good cause, that is. So I have been following World on a Plate religiously. I'm a big fan of the organization, and what they've done during all the lockdown days, during quarantine, during the pandemic since the pandemic has started, it has been, I don't have words to say, how well, or how do I respect them for whatever they have done. So I know for a fact that, since we all are in Bangalore, I've seen them growing, I've seen them feeding the people who actually require food. They've fed almost 500,000 people, which is commendable. Like, I just love it. And I'm here doing my small part for you all to be able to learn something with me, and I really hope you are able to donate in some way or the other. So visit World on a Plate website and click on the donate button, and if you love the recipe, let me know, share it with us, tag us while you're making it along. So yeah, without wasting much time, I would want to start with today's session. I'll give you a general overview of what I'm doing. So as I said, I am brewing coffee, right? So what I'm doing is something really different from what you would actually go and drink at a cafe, or something that you usually drink at home. Now we all know coffee as South Indian filter coffee in India, and I love that. I'm a big fan of South Indian filter coffee, but with all of us moving away from dairy, moving away from our regular cow and buffalo's milk, etc., and moving towards healthier options, I wanted to do something really healthy, very easy, which you can do it at home, and something that doesn't require a lot of materials. Now, I am a big black coffee person. I ask people to drink black coffee all the time, right? So yes, I'm going to do a black coffee, but this is an iced version of a black coffee, and it's not a cold brew. So for people who have jumped to the conclusion that it's a cold brew, it's not a cold brew. It's called a Japanese iced coffee, and I love a good pour over even in a cafe or at home, and I just thought I would do a nice, quick, easy version of a Japanese iced coffee for you all, because honestly, it doesn't require much investment. It only requires good coffee. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is we're going to use a pour over conical cup here. This is the cup I have. Now, a lot of people might find the plastic ones available in the market. This is one of the cheapest to acquire. They would cost as less as $500. Okay, you don't even need a base. You can just use it, make it in a regular cup that you might have at home, and make sure it sits on the cup really well. That's the only purpose of it. So these are the two things that we'll be requiring to make our coffee today. But I do require good coffee, right? I do. So I have two coffees here. Okay, so this coffee is from a brand called Coffee First in Bangalore, and okay, the moment I opened the coffee, okay, these are coffee beans which I'm not gonna grind right now. I already have ground coffee, so I'm just gonna show you what ground coffee is like. What you do is you visit your nearest cafe, or don't visit the cafe, don't get out of your houses. Order from Amazon, write Swara by Coffee First, or honestly order anything, whatever you would wish for. Just buy a nice coffee for a pour over. So I'm not sure if it's visible here. So this is the ground that I'm looking for. When you grind the coffee for pour over, you should be able to touch it, and it should feel more like a salt texture, and yeah, you're good to go with that. So grind your roasted coffee to a salt texture if you have a grinder at home. If you don't, then ask your cafe people to grind it for a pour over or a V60 technique. Yeah, so that's that. In today's session, as I mentioned, I'm going to do a Japanese iced brew. For that, what I need is a conical cup, bottom dripper, just good coffee, hot water. I know this is a iced coffee, but we are actually going to use hot water with this. Pour over cone, because this is what is going to separate the coffee, the ground coffee or the coffee bean from your actual brew that you're going to drink today. Okay. I'm using a scale to brew my coffee, but you can absolutely avoid that. Quickly telling you the recipe around my coffee. What I am doing is I'm brewing a 300 ml cup, but what we need to make sure is that we're doing an iced pour over. So if I brew it at a 300 ml cup and add ice to it, my coffee would get diluted. That is not what we're looking for. What we're looking for, how can we extract the most flavors of coffee by reducing the amount of, or adjusting or balancing the amount of coffee and water, right? So what we'll be looking forward to doing right now is we'll be brewing 20 grams of coffee. I have a scale, so it's pretty easy for me. If you don't have a scale, what you can do is you take a regular tablespoon. You take a regular tablespoon and take 3 heaped spoons. That will be 20 grams for you. So 20 grams of your coffee, 300 ml water in total, but you also have ice. So ice would be 40% of the 300 ml. So 120 ml ice and 180 ml of your regular hot water. Now we're talking about really hot boiled water. Okay, so I think we should just get started here, and I'll say the recipe in between again, so that if you've missed it earlier, you're still able to grasp what I'm doing. So here's the pour over paper. What I would do is I would fold it from one side. Okay, this is done just so that it sits in the cone really well. I make a nice cone out of it and fit it in my dripper. Now this is a unbleached paper. You can take a bleached paper or absolutely anything that you want. The first step is to heat the paper. What this ensures is, one, it ensures all the papery taste from this filter paper is gone. So because we are looking for only the flavor of our coffee, right? So okay. One thing I would like to tell you is I always spill. So don't be like me. Don't be Geetu. Don't spill your coffee. Don't spill your water. I am the one who always spills. But I'm absolutely okay with that. Okay. So what I've done is I've preheated my cone and I've preheated the filter paper, and now I'll be putting it into the container or into the glass or into the bottom beaker that I'm actually going to drink in. The first thing I'm going to do is fill it with ice. We discussed 120 ml of ice. So I'm going to measure it here. I need some more ice. I'm gonna quickly go and get some ice, but you stay here, practice a little bit. Okay, hi back. So I just went to take some ice since I'm not in my kitchen. We discussed 120 ml of ice. Okay, just gonna pour it in. It's one extra. Perfect. I've got 118, which is really good. Okay, so what we're going to do is, the Japanese method is basically you brew your coffee in hot water so that you extract the best flavors of your coffee, but again you chill it instantly so that you can still get the smoothness, the nice aromatic body of the coffee. So, and there's an important part about this that I'm going to discuss at the end of this video, so stay tuned. Okay. So 120 ml or 120 grams ice is already inside. What I'll be doing now is I'll be putting my coffee here. So I'm just, I have a scale. I don't need to use a spoon for that. Who's going to wash it? I'm not going to wash it. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm taking 20 grams of my coffee. Okay. Yes, perfect. I've got 20.2. 20.2. Okay, I'm just going to quickly level this up. So I'm not sure if you can see this, but this is what my leveled coffee looks like. I'm going to level it, keep it on my fine glass and start brewing it. What I'll be brewing is, because this coffee has 20 grams already, I'll use double the water, which is 40 grams of hot water, which I already have in this kettle, and give it a nice time to make love together, right? Okay, so I'm gonna add 40 ml of hot water and let this stay for around 30 to 45 seconds. Now I'm just gonna mix it or swirl it really well so that all the coffee ground has met with the hot water. That's the only purpose right now. You see how pretty this looks from here? Because I feel that, whenever you want to see coffee, the first drips, I really love them. I really love the first drips, and especially with the Japanese ice method, wherein I see the coffee directly meeting with the ice and the ice melting. That's my favorite. Okay, so the 45 seconds are up. I'm now going to, so our purpose is to fill it with 180 ml of water, right? So I'm trying to do this as slowly as possible to be able to extract the maximum flavors from my coffee. Okay, so now on my scale I've put 120 ml in total, so 40 previously and another 80 now. I'm again gonna give it a quick swirl and start adding the remaining 60 ml of my water. Awesome! That's 180 ml for you. My brewing time is 1 minute and 45 seconds, and I really love to see this part because what the purpose of the Japanese style ice method is that it's not an immersion brew method. The immersion brew method is basically you put coffee and water and leave it for 12 to 24 hours, but that's not the purpose here. The purpose is that I want to drink cold coffee. I want to drink an iced coffee right now, and I do not want to wait for 24 hours to be able to drink it. So yeah, let this stay for some time. And there are a lot of brands in India who are actually selling their coffee right now. You can buy it from their website or you can buy it from Amazon and try it here. If you already have coffee at home and you're making it along with me, I would love to see your pictures. You can just tag World on a Plate on Instagram or tag me, Geetu Mohnani. That's my name, GEETU MOHNANI. But yeah, so always share your pictures with us, okay? But yeah, when Kiran approached me for this thing, for being able to do a video, I thought this was really cool because at the end, all we want is for people to not sleep hungry. Now, trust me, I have not been directly involved in feeding people during the pandemic, but as my apartment, we did contribute a lot of food towards World Hunger Warriors, and I'm so happy they now have a food truck of sorts. It's like a soup kitchen wherein they're able to feed people in langar style cuisine, and with delivering smaller things like even dosas and idlis and chapati and dal, which is amazing because I've seen the queues during the pandemic. I've seen the long queues. I've seen my helpers at my home telling people or telling us what is the misery that the laborers are facing. So since World Hunger Warriors are doing their bit, I am happy to be doing a small contribution with this. Post this video, you should catch us live on Instagram on my channel, which is Geetu Mohnani, and I'll be speaking with World on a Plate. But if you have any comments or questions, you can also directly put them in the comment section here, because we'll be answering questions with you all as well. So what I made was a Japanese style iced coffee, which is really quick, which is like a flash brew of sorts, but it helps you make sure that all the coffee has been nicely extracted, all the flavors have been extracted. You get a really nice body of the coffee. You also get bright citrusness or the acidity of the coffee that we are all looking for in our cafe style coffees at home. So yeah, if you see, my coffee is done here, and it took almost a good 4.5 minutes. You also see the ice melting. Now what we want to do is we want to completely melt the ice before drinking it, but I'm going to take a quick slurp and see what my coffee is like. Okay, it's exactly what I hope for. So it has a nice acidity, but it's also very smooth and has a very good body. And I usually don't make this much at home because I'm a hot coffee person, but with with the scorching heat these days, you need a iced coffee. Okay, so I'll reiterate the recipe again. You need 300 ml of water. We're making a 300 ml cup here. So 20 grams of coffee, 120 gram of ice, and 180 ml of hot water. This is called a Japanese iced coffee. And yeah, this is my personal recipe to make this coffee. I hope you enjoyed it. Catch us live after this on my page on Instagram, and we love to answer your questions if there are any, or just come and say hi if you've watched the session. And I am so glad World on a Plate, WOAP, gave me this opportunity to be able to fight against hunger through World Hunger Warriors, and this is my small contribution to them. And I hope everybody is doing safe. Please stay safe. Please stay at home. Please wear your mask if you're going outside. I hope to meet you all someday. Bye.
एक कदम आगे फिर 2 कदम पीछे।
हेल्थ और टेस्ट की लड़ाई में अब आप रहिए 2 कदम आगे विद फिलिप्स एयर फ्रायर। इसकी ट्विन टर्बो स्टार टेक्नोलॉजी कुक्स विद अप टू 90% लेस फैट। There's always a way to make life better. Innovation and you. Philips.